Welcome back, Killingly High. I'm Jake Gauthier. We hope you all had an amazing spring break.
And I'm Brittany. Today is April 21st, and in this episode of KTV, we'll take a look at the spring sports and the newest sticker app on Tech Talk.
Attention seniors, don't forget to reserve your spot for the project graduation mystery trip. A payment of $10 must be paid to the main office by May 1st.
Bravo to the cast and crew of The Curious Savage for a job well done in this year's spring show.
If you weren't able to make the school SAT day, there will be a makeup day on Tuesday, April 25th. There will be no bells or announcement on that day.
Morgan and Amelia visited certain events on Wellness Day for a recap for those who weren't able to participate in activities they wanted.
The first KHS Wellness Day took place on Friday, April 7th. With many events to choose from, the day was a huge success.
Tomorrow there will be a cleanup event at Cat Hollow Park from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. for anyone who is looking to volunteer for hours or just there to help the community.
Alex and Zach display advantages of learning CPR as a young adult.
Recently, the American Heart Association was teaching Killingly High School students on how to perform hands-only CPR. Jay Sear exclaims the purpose of learning hands-only CPR.
It's surprising. If you watch the video, we saw that a young student who learned in high school how to do CPR came upon someone who had a cardiac arrest, and because of that experience, she felt comfortable enough to actually start CPR and save that person's life. And the key really is in bystander CPR, which is what this is really all about, is to get that blood flow to the brain while we're waiting for an ambulance or paramedics or EMTs to arrive. And bystander CPR is the most important way to do that. Actually, there's probably a 3 to 4-fold increase in survival if bystander CPR is started right away.
Worcester State University students show how learning CPR at a young age is beneficial to everyday situations.
We really think that CPR is useful for high school students because it's really helpful to know what to do, especially when you're in a community of people of all varying different ages and essentially walks of life, and to be able to know what to do and to really have those skills and to be able to make a difference. We really just want to give people the knowledge that it's not scary. You don't have to be intimidated by it. It's really easy to get involved, and it takes only a few minutes to learn, so we're just trying to spread the good word.
One of those things that you find at any time in your life that it can happen, that someone needs CPR and they need some sort of help. So if you're in a circumstance where it is needed, knowing at a younger age can be beneficial.
Also, our big push today was basically hands-only CPR. So it's that whole part where you get rid of the ventilations because something is better than nothing. A lot of kids were really intimidated by the whole mouth-to-mouth factor. So if you could just go in and do just chest compressions, you can essentially save a person's life.
Having the knowledge of CPR can be very beneficial because you may never know when it is needed. For KTV, I'm Alex Fontaine.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Climate change is some tricky stuff involving CO2, methane, earth cycles, and weather. But first of all, is climate change even real? And that's a big, whopping yes. With the backing of 97% of scientists, how can you disagree? The first thing you need to know is there's a big difference between climate and weather. Weather is the day-by-day change involving clouds, rain, and the sun, while climate is the change over time. This is steady and changes very slowly. The problem is climate is changing, and it's changing fast. Need proof? Well, here it is. The sea level rose by 17 centimeters. The ocean, 0.3 degrees warmer and 30% more acidic. So bye-bye fishes and bye-bye bears. Because of the shrinking ice sheets, they'll lose their habitat too. But hey, how does this affect me? Well, if you don't like the rain, better be prepared because that's going to increase alongside hurricanes, affecting us all. Well, there you go. This Earth Day, take some thought on your impact on Mother Earth.
What about that? What? Oh, girls! Dance fight! Who's there?
You'll never be the racer you once were. You can't turn back the clock, kid. But you can wind it up again.
Well, that's intense.
I see it within you. Fear, jealousy, betrayal. It is our duty to cleanse the universe of this weakness.
After all these years, I've found you.
And who the hell are you?
I'm your dad, Peter.
Your participation in the Day of Silence can go a long way towards bringing attention to the lives lost in the LGBTQ community. For anyone interested in becoming a social worker, there will be a job shadow on April 26th during your A3 class in the library classroom.
In this week's episode of Tech Talk, Dayana and Sarah are here to share the latest sticker app for iMessage.
Have you or a friend ever tried to express how you felt over a text and couldn't really find the right words or emojis? Well, I'm here to tell you that there is a way to truly express how hangry you really are. Introducing the Giphy app. With this app, you can send stickers with any iPhone that has been updated to iOS 10. You can search GIFs of your favorite TV shows and movies. And with a single click of your camera, snap a photo of someone and animate it to your liking. Don't want to take a picture in the moment? Simple. Just go to your camera roll and choose one of your existing photos. You can even edit it to your personal liking. All you need to do is snap a picture, outline what you want to send, and add any of the variety of filters the app provides. Then sit back and watch your creation come to life in your friends' messages. This was Sarah and Dayana with Tech Talk. Enjoy the app.
KTV is getting a new look soon. Nick and I got a sneak peek of the new set for our studio.
Ever since the new high school was built, the broadcast journalism class has had a very modern and technologically advanced classroom for shooting video.
but in the very near future, KTV is going to be completely redesigned with an all-new studio. Handcrafted by the construction classes taught by Mr. Hudson, this is going to be a major upgrade for KTV in years to come. We met with Mr. Duran to discuss his views on the new studio.
Well, since we've gotten to the new school, we've always had pretty much just the blue or the black curtain as our backdrop, and we've tried to throw a few little small items on the set, the trees and the screens, but we've never had a really set that is sort of unified, looks like it was made to be a TV set, and sort of brings the whole studio together. So to have something that's made and customized for our needs is really exciting.
There is an overall feeling of excitement and anticipation since the studio is almost finished.
I'm really excited for the new studio. Mr. Hudson's class has been working hard on it, and it's really going to change the look of the studio, and it's going to give us a lot of flexibility. We can use it for news, we can use it for game shows or talk shows. I think it's going to be in the studio for quite some time. You know, it's made very solidly. They used some really nice materials and did a nice job putting it together, so it's certainly going to be durable. We've been anxious to get it in here, and I know they're putting the final touches on it, so I can't wait to see it once it's in place.
That's all we have for today's episode of KTV.
Don't forget to tune in next week for a look at some of the hottest upcoming summer movies.
Have a great weekend, Killingly High.